Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, February 16th. We are looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader. And if you watch Friday's video, in the headline I said long or wrong. And you can see why as of this morning. Although they are attempting to push down a little bit, we still have a gap of over 150 ticks. We've traded as high as 395.06 pre-market. We have pre-market highs in both SPY, ES, and the triple Qs. Let's look at the Russell first. The Russell right now looking to gap higher. It'll be a daily gap for the Russell, not a weekly gap, as they attempt to get above their 5-day balance and above their all-time high. So balance rules and gap rules will apply for IWM this morning. Triple Qs, they're gapping above. Remember, they came out of an inside day on Friday. It happened, they struggled. They went out with a huge price probe, and now a weekly gap to an all-time high. And ES and SPY, basically the same thing. Remember I said you could have either called this a 5-day balance to up. I said I'm giving the buyers the benefit of the doubt because of what they did, especially late in the day. I called it up, and it continues up as the huge price probe right now with 75 minutes to go prior to the openings being accepted, and we have a weekly gap looking this morning. Volume a little bit over 500,000. So if things continue, we should do about 1 million shares pre-market. Okay, destinations and a game plan. Well, right now, I'm just going to use Friday's high as a downside destination. So the only high we have as of right now is the pre-market high. And again, this looks like they changed it. It looks like I had 395.06. It now has 395.35. So 395.35 as of right now is our pre-market all-time high. And that's the only upside destination. For the downside, we have Friday's high of 392.90, filling the gap. Then we have our overnight low of 392.64. Then our price probe fill, which is 391.63, and the afternoon pullback low, H's low of 390.51. So game plan for this morning. Again, weekly gap, pretty large gap. Gap's over a buck and a half. There's no way I'm touching it on the long side. If they gap and go, God bless them. I'll watch it and wait for a better opportunity. If we are to come in and have a gap of less than $1, then I will stop playing from the long side. I would be out if the gap fills. If the gap fills and they just bounce back up, I'll stay in. Again, I'm not going to get out if they fill it by a penny or two. I want to see if they get acceptance into M's range. If they do, then you might test the price probe. So that's one call play. If you do get out of that play and then they do push down, you're still going to have higher value. So then I would take another long against Friday's price probe. So those are two call plays early. As far as a put play, again, if it opens somewhere around this area, push up. They may front run the overnight high. I might take a put play just to see if they do that the first time. Other than that, you should certainly wait for more market-generated information to play it from the short side. And then quickly, just going to show you the chart, the weekly and the daily chart for the SPY. So weekly is up one time frame and up 2 weeks. If we gap higher, you're getting distance away, right? That's what you want to see. So even though I said last week you can call this balance to up to, 2 weeks ago I called it up. Well, we're continuing to go up. And now last week we got distance away from this little balance. And now we're attempting to get distance away from last week's high. Shows you a trend is still young. That's why you need markets. You might be sick of hearing this, but markets don't go bull bear. Again, you could have called this a balance to up. I called it up since we closed where we did on Friday, and now we're looking to gap above this 5-day range. Long or wrong until the market comes into balance, and more importantly, once you're in balance, come out of it to the downside. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.